We're all. No, I know.
We're gonna see it now.
We're gonna see it now. But what were some of your favorite scenes? And I mean, we have to talk about in the trail. You know, the whole lingerie. I mean, that is so funny. But like, there is a. So
I was very intimidated by Isla's breasts.
And I was very intimidated because I felt like, Gal's almost a different species. She's so tall and beautiful. So it was like I was acting in Lord of the Rings and I was Frodo looking for the ring, and I'd shown up on a Victoria's Secret runway and she was in a James Bond movie and I'm in Lord of the Rings. And anyway, but I managed to rally through it.
Okay, so what is one of
It's
your
not
favorite
great
scenes?
for morale though, to like breastfeed your 6-week-old baby and then waddle onto set stuffing gummy bears in your mouth and see Miss Israel in her underwear just sprinkled with like perfect pixie dust, just smiling at you like a doe in the wilderness. You're like, oh great. I don't mean to sound. I loved every
But I
minute.
think everyone can relate to the feeling, not with Miss Israel, but when you are feeling, when you just have a baby. I mean, I hated being pregnant. I gained 50 pounds. I was like a fat pig, and we can all relate to that.
But I think what's really fun about this movie, there are so many fun moments, but I when I think about what like the most fun, fun, we do a car chase. I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but it's a bit like a family trip where Gal's car sick for starters, even though she was in the Fast and Furious franchise. I'm obviously leaking because the car's speeding so fast. Zach's claustrophobic and John Hamm's just like the dad in the front just going, kids, keep it together, keep it together.
That is
Yeah, and that was a whole almost 2 weeks.
How long were you on the film? I mean, and away from your kids? Were you?
They were actually, this movie was very, very accommodating for kids. We had a trailer made just for them with toys and crayons and stuff for them to do, and we were able to spend a lot of time with them.
That must make it
you
easier.
go,
I mean, from
balance.
the director to everyone, because you're not distracted, you're not feeling guilty. It must. I mean, to have that kind of working
It's a
mom's
win-win
environment is
situation.
fantastic. So. Kudos whoever allowed that, whoever put that in your contract. I kind of like that one. Tell us about John Hamm and Zach, because they're so funny. I mean, I wish they were here. John's from St. Louis, and I always love the people that are from St. Louis. Were they, I mean, how did they get involved in the film too? Was it, I guess from a casting perspective, do they all come together first, or there's bits and pieces? Did you know Zach was on board or Gal was on board? Like, how does that all work?
No, Gal was the last to jump aboard because I remember actually, I somehow heard about Gal because she's Israeli and my husband's half Israeli, and I remember thinking, oh, she's beautiful. I'd love to, see her in something. I wasn't familiar with her work when she was cast, and then of course I looked it up and familiarized myself. But I think it was John and Zach was the first one aboard, and John and Zach had been friendly for a while and looking for a project to do together, and this felt like the right time. And
And do you prefer comedy over anything else? What do you prefer as an actress?
I think comedy is more terrifying because you can watch a bad drama and it doesn't sort of it doesn't embarrass you, but watching people try to be funny and fail is excruciating. So, I mean, they both come from the same place. You have to find the honesty and the emotional inhabit the emotional landscape of a character and be true to that person no matter what genre you're in. So, but ultimately I'd go with comedy because I like to tap into my inner idiot, and it's a fun
inner
to do
idiot.
that.
Your inner idiot is brilliant.
So
I have to
great.
just say, I think you're one of the funniest women. Wedding Crashers, like, I had a mom crush because of that. No, not, you know what I mean, I'm fine, I'm happily married. But what I'm saying to you is, like, honestly, like, you are so freaking funny. Like, are you gonna ever do, like, stand-up or one-woman stuff? Like, you are the funniest person.
You're so
And
funny.
I'll not freak you out anymore, but I'm just saying, I think you're really
She gets
brilliant
it a lot.
funny.
I've been
you agree?
I've been where you've been.
There's a lot of
She's
mom
already
crushes
used to
going
it.
on here.
Isla's crushing Gal, I'm crushing
There's a
Isla,
lot of
I'm
mom
sure you're all
crushes.
crushing. Okay.
There you
Yeah,
go.
opening up to the audience now. Sorry. Who has a question for Isla and Gal?